Hey everyone, welcome to another video today. So let's get started with our quotes of the day. It's going to be Micah chapter 8 it's Micah chapter 6 verse 8. It's going to be, He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act, justify, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with God, with your God. Okay, so that's our quote of the day, and we'll be covering exiting a remote session using the exit-ps session. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's get into our session, and we will start from there. So if you remember, let's just clear the window. So we'll create a variable called session, and then how do we get in it? It'll be new PS session. Okay, and then we're going to put the computer name. And then our computer name is going to be and credential. And then we're going to use the interactive ways, which is get credential. Okay, so if you watched like the last 2 or 3 videos, you'll see we've been doing this for a while, and this will allow us to connect to the other machine that has the Windows RM running, which is this is how we do PS remoting. So let's get this going, and now it's going to prompt me because I chose the interactive mode. Okay, and then we're going to check to see if this session is open. Okay, it looks like 2 sessions were opened. So we are in this open 2 by mistake. So what you could do is we could choose to remove, and then we'll choose PS session. So this is the command you'll be using, and then session. Because that's the variable that we were using. Okay, so now let's do get PS session. So we got rid of 1, so we got 1 more. Okay, so we got another one that we had open. So let's try with exit PS session now. So the way I was showing you before, which was the remove PS session, so that one is used for like if you're in a non-interactive command. So for example, if you looked at yesterday's video where we used the command variable, so if you programmatically kind of had that program running on the machine, had that script running, then you would want to use remove PS session, and that will end up closing the session with the remove PS session, which I kind of just demonstrated there. And so that's the use case you use it in. And the other way, which is exit PS session, you would use that more in a interactive, like we're typing in the window here. So where you run all your commands on the machine, and then you could then you end it with the exit PS session. So like if you were just doing it like how we were typing here today, then this will be more preferable to use. And then the other one, remove PS session, that's more preferable to use when you have it in a script to like log in a session, run some commands on the machine, and then you would use the remove PS session. And this one is when you want to do interactive, like how we're typing in, running commands, and now we will exit. So let's get our PS session to see if it removed it. No, it did not remove it. Okay, so I removed the PS session because that one was not interactive, and so that should be removed. Okay, so that's removed, and we did a get PS session, and then it doesn't have any more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna demonstrate how to use the exit. Now the exit, the way how we did it, I'll show you the command that we used before. So this was meant for like when you wanted to run a script, you would store it in a session, and we used new PS session. So this is good when you want to come out of this session, then you use remove PS session. So we're not going to use remove PS session, we're going to use enter PS session. So let me clear the screen so we'll start fresh. To use our exit PS session, the way how we do it, we have to use it from the interactive prompt. So the prompt we were using before was new PS session. So new PS session, that's more of kind of like when you want to use it for like scripting and so on. You would use that more in your scripts in new PS session. And enter PS session, that's more of an interactive mode, like how typing on the terminal here and running something like how we're doing right now. Now you could use kind of both the other way, but one is more designed for scripting and one is designed more for non-interactive compared to interactive. So this one is more geared to interactive, so you have to exit a different way. So let's do this command here. So we could still use the same kind of the same syntax, except we're using enter PS session. Okay, so that's what we'll be using, the enter instead of the new PS session. So know the differences here. So think of this one, enter is kind of like when I think of it as when you're pressing the enter button, so that I know it's interactive, right? And then new PS session is kind of like a new session that maybe that you use it from a script. So that's how you might want to distinguish the either one. So now I'm going to hit enter. Then we will put in our credentials. And you'll see the difference in the prompts as well if it connects. So when it connects using the enter PS session, you get to see the computer name or IP address you're connecting to, and then the prompt where it starts from. So that's the difference compared to the new PS session. The prompt is pretty much like a normal Windows prompt. It doesn't tell you that I'm entering that specific IP. So right now we're on that remote machine. So now how do we exit out of it? The only way to exit out of it is when using the exit PS session. So you don't really have to use a get PS session here, and I don't think it will work. So because you already know that you're in this mode when you see this IP address in the prompt. So, but how would I exit out of the session? Just use the exit PS session in this case, and that's how we do it. And it should bring you back to a normal prompt, which it did. So that's the difference using the exit PS session, and that's how you exit your PowerShell remoting sessions using the remove PS session compared to the exit PS session. So so the commands are different for non-interactive and interactive. Okay, so that's all we're going to cover today. So let's go back to don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll close off with our quote of the day. It's going to be Micah chapter 8 verse 8. Sorry, chapter 6 verse 8, and it will be okay. So it'll be, He has shown, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Okay, don't forget to read your Bibles, and if you're not going to church, try to find a good Bible-based church, and I will see you in the next session, next video. Thank you.